Green Webs is checking key, and this is it. I even looked up an old playthrough of Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness just to make sure, but this is it, it's the final battle. As such, I thought it was only fitting to bring back the OG team, and I actually used up all my rare candies. Let's see if that's enough. In a little bit. Let's do it. Oh, so you have even come this far. I had no idea a mere child like you would pursue me this long. However, enough is enough. I will dispose of you myself. Okay, something doesn't feel right. There's no Shadow Lugia. And there's a Pokemon that should be by no means be shadowed because we've seen it already. He doesn't lead with Shadow Pokemon. His whole team isn't Shadow Pokemon? What's even going on? Here I was a little set to actually use the Master Ball on Lugia for once. Because I had to, you know? And yeah, he managed to throw yet another curveball at me. Well... everyone here should be relatively vulnerable to Earthquake. So this should go just fine. I'm kind of confused by all of the prominence of Alola Marowak lately. But when you can do a freaking Flare Blitz with no recoil damage, I guess I see the hype behind it. Hold on. That's not legal. Could go for Wide Guard to finish it off, but I could also just finish it off the normal way. Though I do want to test something, just to make sure we're not missing anything dumb. No? No. Is it just my imagination, or is there a surprising lack of flavored text to that dialogue? It's not every day I actually try to snag a non-shadow Pokemon. So maybe it was always like that? This fight's just putting a lot of doubt into my mind. Nevertheless, not letting you hurt another comrade. That's fine, it would have done dilly squat to you anyways. I know you're defensive, but I was kind of hoping that this would let me avoid the whole inevitability of whatever comes next out of this Steelix. Ah, you're a curse setter. Here's the thing though, you're a little too late on that. Alright, where's the Shadow Monster? I want to go for Earthquake, but there's no point with the Wide Guarder out here. Let's see if I can call it. Now with you, now to take way more damage than I need to from a single attack. Just in case you needed proof that I actually used my rare candies. Just look how low the EXP bars were before we even started battling. Oh, that's unfortunate. Thanks for spoiling the Pokemon that comes out next. Toxic Orb getting way more mileage out of that ability than I have any right to. Not bad timing, Dark Weakness. Although I just realized I sent my fighting type out against the grass type. Or I mean against the psychic type. I can't put it to sleep because of the... I could have the big Galaxy Brain play and try to swap onto a psychic. And you know what? Funland's way too important for this battle, assuming there is a Shadow Pokemon hiding in the back. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I should probably heal up Swimmer Speed soon. Maybe now was the time, but... Well, I mean, of course the non-Shadow Pokemon are gonna have Shadow Hunter. Have to counter the Shadow Pokemon strat somehow. I just realized I'm gonna faint the Life Orb recoil. Fairly do. At least I made the right call. Congenerate? Fantastic. You know, maybe I should remind myself not to cut out the animations this time around. The silence kind of adds to the ambience going on right at this moment. Though I won't hide behind excuses, I'm just way too focused to actually come up with any fun banter. I'm not even sure if it's appropriate for a time like this. I would set up, but I have a sneaking suspicion of what this last Pokemon is. And I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who hasn't put 2 and 2 together yet. Yeah, I do have Hidden Power with Congenerate, but this also has been too easy for Final Boss mode. So I'm kind of thinking I should start reviving Pokemon. But I mean, if I could take out this Absol this turn, though. Right, I have Discharge, not Heat Wave. Or I mean, not Thunderbolt. It had to come into play once. It had to bite me in the butt once. Sorry, all, but this is what we have these things for. That's why I bought a couple of them. Because I knew we wouldn't have enough max revives to get us all the way. Alright, now just take out the Absols. Fantastic. I just know what's coming out next. Shadow Burst? Is it fair to bust out brand new Shadow moves when you don't even have a Shadow typing? Hold the phone, that's not Lugia. That's... ain't no Lugia. Chomp, I think you gotta get out of there. Don't worry about healing you later. Also, can we all agree that there's no way this Lantern does not have Volt Absorb? Sorry, that was too many double negatives. This Lantern definitely has Bolt... not even Bolt Absorb, Lightning Rod. Which kind of puts me in a little... oh, that's right. I was meaning to Hidden Power the freaking Altaria in the first place. No quad weakness, but it'll do. Man, if I would have called it, if it was going after the Houndour as well, man, I would give myself so many props to actually pull it off. Alright. That's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen, to be perfectly frank. Would Ice Punch still be enough to take it out? Even with the burn? Just to be sure. Well, you know, I have just one burn heal laying around here for no good reason. Oof. Right, that gets you out of the picture. And just have to do a Lantern. Now, if this was a normal Pokemon game, like, we can all agree that this is way too easy to be the final boss. And they're just taking advantage of the whole technically he's 2 battles thing to give him 2 entire teams to work around with. That's a long tangent to say, if this was a normal Pokemon game, they would heal me up in between battles. But Something tells me that this mod is not going to be that as generous. I might actually be a little over-prepared, but we work with it. If I can buy myself one more turn to get Talon Swift revived up, that would be fantastic. Wrong Pokemon, buddy. Though, maybe I won't bank on that small percentage of it to actually faint. The small percentage of it missing. There, at least everyone is up and ready for the totally second phase that's totally not gonna happen. There we go. Like, the mod would not have given me 2 Master Balls for nothing. I ain't falling for this false charade. Now you've done it. Professor Crane SD cards the lair. You alone derailed every one of our well-laid plans. Well, perhaps not just you. The broadcast did not help Cypher's cause at all. However, my Shadow Pokemon plan isn't finished yet. The final act is about to unfold. Having come this far, I think you've earned the right to know what I have planned. The creation of Shadow Pokemon that permanently resist purification. That was the first step. Next, I plan to create an entire army of Shadow Pokemon that work independently on my orders alone. When this second step is done, I'll take over the world without having to rely on bothersome people. And now, let me introduce you to my faithful servant, the one that shall be the central figure in my Shadow Pokemon army. Come forth, XG 001! As beautiful as I remember. Now, free of all adjustments, I present to you Shadow Lugia. This Lugia is the first of the Shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified. Now let us celebrate our completion of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance. Fall prey to Shadow Lugia! Great, now I'm kinda nervous. If I Master Ball it, and there's no other Pokemon to fight, this will feel incredibly anticlimactic. But my god, I did not, bring 2 Master Balls all the way here for nothing. Come on, it's just a ball. Hit the button. Hit it one more time. Surely, the freaking final boss of the vanilla game has an entire team of Shadow Pokemon. There's no way that they just removed all that. Just to give other admins legendary Pokemon. Oh, it's not like it's gonna break out of the Master Ball. This feels a little empty. Lugia! And we didn't even get to hear the final boss music. How dare you try it? How dare you shave? How dare you snake my Shadow Lugia? My one loyal subject. There's nothing left, but I will personally see to the total destruction of your Pokemon. Fall! Oh hey! I guess they did manage to squeeze in a third phase after all. Alright. Throw out that Shadow Aurora. Give me the validation of hoarding all these Shade Balls till the very end. Yes. Here we go. The real fight has begun. I'd be more scared if Alakazam could learn a flying type move. But that might actually be good because the alternative was copying my Sturdy, which... Actually, I'm trying to snake these freaking things. That might actually be a bad idea. Just realized, of course I gotta at least try to snake them all first go around. And oh darn, I did get fully healed. Well, at least I used... at least I didn't use all my max revives. Let's give this a whirl. Oh no, Talon Swift. What a tragedy that no one saw coming. It's a shame. I did want Talon Swift to shine again, but at least it got to deal a tailwind, which is way more significant than it seems. And I'm sorry, it's a frickin' Alakazam. You fainting to that is not the most crazy thing in the world to happen. And if we're already fainting Pokemon, you might have another chance to shine yet. Alright. Bar a crazy crit, this should be fine to go for again. Just in case though... do I go for it now? I can't forget that I still have one more Master Ball to go. Let's see how it goes. 3... That felt a little too easy. Now for my fear of spread damage. Ooh, it definitely did more. But in a sense, it was perfect. Ah! That's amazing. Let's take a wild guess and try to figure out who has the next signature legendary shadow move. What could Tauros possibly have? Nothing good, I can tell you that. So let's just snag this. I still have freaking 7 Shade Balls. Let's just go. I'm a little worried that this might be anticlimactic, but if I have the resources, I have the resources, and I should use them. Alright, that takes care of you. And this is the kind of power fantasy that my childhood me would have dreamed to have. Just plowing for Greeville's team this easily, even though it's harder than ever. Right, Tantrum. Oh, there goes the Tailwind. To be fair, like, as much as it would have been nice to have it even longer, especially if Snorlax is next, I think that is the best use out of the Tailwind that we could get this entire fight. Right, yeah, Rock Slide is good chip damage because it also can flinch. Let's go for that. That being said, if I can catch the Tauros at this range, then I catch the Tauros at this range. One. Nope. I should count my blessings that the last one got caught so easily. Oof. Well, I mean, at least we have a possibility of making the Snorlax flinch. Right, it's gonna do less because of Intimidate. Nope. You ain't gonna do that to me today. Come out here, Funlin. I was a little worried you wouldn't get any chance to shine with how easily I was catching everything. Yeah, this Tauros needs to get into a Pokeball sooner rather than later. I would say now, but you think I would want to at least put it to sleep first? Of course you gain up on my mushroom, friend. I don't got any other alternatives. Like I could discharge, but that would be too risky of a play. Alright, and the more turns I can make you flinch, the better. And for you, swimmer speed. God, this Tauros is way too scary for its own good. Not the one that I wanted to miss. Why? Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna play this for you, but after we win, assuming we do, I'm gonna try this again, because I definitely can snag every single one of the Shadow Pokemon, and with like 7 Shade Balls and 2 Master Balls, I can definitely do it. In fact, I probably could have caught that Tauros if I wouldn't be so stingy with my freaking Pokeballs, you know, the ones that I was just saying at the end of the game. Didn't need anymore. That's in the future though. Right now we're in the present. Ooh, I just realized that Slacking is gonna be scary in its own right. I'm surprised it's not trying to do any crazy skill swap scraps. Calcium, you just see it wasn't Calcium and you never forget. Yeah, if I end up snagging literally everyone. If I end up snagging literally everyone else with these Shade Balls, then I have no excuse not to get everyone first try. Without replaying it again, you know what I mean. Yikes. Not surprised, but... Ooh, baby, this might be a tricky one. Yeah, I mean, like... Pretty scary team considering there's no legendaries on it, but I'm actually semi-disappointed. It's a little anti... I missed the Greeville that had all 3 legendary birds on a single team. It just felt right. At least we got the birds already. Yeah, you're gonna attack... Well, you're gonna attack next turn. Like, but dang, how is Slacking so fast? It's a Slacking. Oh right, they are at level 60. I was having so much fun I didn't even notice. Really? Speaking of having so much fun you don't even notice, where did that Shadow Sky come from? Oh my god, we're already down to his last 2. No, one of them's just asleep. I keep mixing up the Great Pokeball with the Fainted Pokeball. I do not like how fast that Slacking is though. Oh, you have the Shadow Blaze move. 'Cause of course you do. Just realized, I may not have Wildcard anymore, but I can't get paralyzed. You know what, since I feel pretty confident, I'm just gonna reset it either way. I think I can get away with speeding things up a little. Sure, it's quad weak, but it's just hidden power. It's just hidden power, he said. It's just hidden power. Watch, now Snagging's gonna take literally a punch. I would say Chris has been my biggest enemy, but I got no excuse for those Salamence. Salamence is all on me. Also, I just realized, like, we all know how this is gonna end, right? I still have a Master Ball, I could just use that. You know, no. Even though I'm gonna just try this again to get them all, you all deserve to see the satisfaction of the complete and utter demise on Master Grievo's face when we completely obliterate not one, not two, but 3 whole teams that he tried to throw at our face. Yeah, man, like, I didn't even need a Master Ball for that. So if I would have just not been stingy with my Shade Balls, I definitely could have won. I could have gotten them all. And I will get them all. And I'll see you back as I do. Oof. It's fine. I have a game plan for that. I hope. Yeah, the game plan is get good, Greeville. Cause you're about to be Brave Bird in the face. Here goes something. You know, the only reason I'm even recording this was because I had a big plan for Taylor Swift, and I didn't even need it. Yet. I swear, if Taylor Swift actually makes it through this entire fight this time, my god, like, I wanted the whole fight to be, of the finale to be one video, but my god, like, it's gonna be so long at this point. That's saying something with all the stuff I normally do. At least I get a second Tailwind. If I even want it, but I'll be honest, I don't even know if I really even need it. Taylor Swift, I think you're actually gonna get through this whole battle for once. Which, great for you, makes it a little awkward with trying to squeeze this entire recording session into my computer. It's fine, it'll be worth it. Oof. Yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Didn't even need it. Screw it, this is last 2. For this fight. Do I even need to show you that I one-shot them both? I have freaking Woodhammer and a huge power liquidation. And you all know what's going to happen to that Lugia that comes up next. Onwards to the good stuff, aka the Shadow Pokemon fight. Oh no, my team's incredibly crippled, and I'm facing off against Grievo's greatest monster. Whatever shall I do? I sure hope this 100% never fail Master Ball never fails to capture the Lugia in the Master Ball that you know never fails. Who could have saw that coming? Jeez, you know what? We're gonna get a ton of money off this. Freaking Lugia in of itself gave 10,000 G. I've only just noticed that. Alright. Time for the part we all actually care about. Differently? Different strat? I don't know. I kind of want to save Taylor Swift for after I catch the Snorlax. Like, possibly get the Tailwind for when I'm actually going up against fast Pokemon. Oof. Man, that was with crits. This is really... Those Aurora filters are really putting in the work. Okay. Learn my lesson from last time. I'm not gonna let the Snorlax get the best of me. Jeez, why is everyone so afraid to attack Talon Swift now? Psst. Cut this out if I actually use it. But just to prove that I actually kept to my word, I actually did get a Focus Sash. Which is all the more baffling why no one actually wants to attack me when I'm prepared to actually be one-shotted for once. Anyways, lesson learned. Tauros needs to go Betty Bye as soon as possible. Healing Ellie is also an option, but I'm kinda hoping for a flinch off one of these Pokemon. Got the Tailwind, so surely one of them will go to sleep. Oh, good going, Funland. A little worried for a sec. I mean, I have all these potions, I might as well make use out of them. At least where it's appropriate. No more knocking yourself out, or doing dumb stuff that would knock out your ally. You are gonna be mine, as well as every Shadow Pokemon on this list. That's the main reason why I'm redoing this fight. Yeah, fortunate time for the Tailwind to run out, but it's a Snorlax and a sleeping Tauros. I think we'll be fine. Speaking of though, I refuse to repeat the pass. Who cares if these are overpowered? This has to be what they give you the Shade Balls for. Got you. And like, I'm only doing this because I really need the help. See y'all in another 15 minutes? 15 minutes sounds right. You gotta be kidding me. I hope I hit the record button soon enough to actually capture that, because I definitely don't recall that being a thing from before. Anyways, it may not look like it, but I'm very proud of Talon Swift this time around. It may not look like it, but he survived 5 of the 6 Pokemon and only went down to Steelix because Swimmer Speed knocked itself out in recoil, making it the only possible target that the Steelix could have hit. If Swimmer Speed if that didn't happen, Talon Swift would have made it the whole way through. Anyways, I should Master Ball this thing before I run out of recording space. Alright, attempt number 3. For the record, I could have beaten this guy ages ago if I wasn't trying to snag all the Shadow Pokemon. But I feel like at this point, the challenge comes from snagging all the Shadow Pokemon. And I have like 7 Shade Balls. This shouldn't be that hard. I just don't know how good they are. So I want to do a little bit of chipping away. Definitely too fast to actually get any chip damage in, or I mean, definitely too fast to flinch everyone. But I can at least try. It'll be good chip damage, and we can at least chip the Snorlax. My god, like, I'm convinced the game's not gonna let me show off the fact that I actually have a Focus Sash on my tail this time, isn't it? We'll find a purpose for you yet. It's a little bit of a shame that one of your best champions happened off screen, but when I'm attempting this like 3 different times in a row, something's gotta get cut. Kinda pondering if I even need to put it to sleep. Let's see how good these Shade Balls are. I do have a spare. I don't even know if I want to use my Master Ball at this point, like, depending on how good these Shade Balls are. Maybe I'll just save the Master Ball for post-game. I don't know. Feel like this is the moment that I should use it though, just because I can't imagine anything that would be more challenging than 6 Shadow Pokemon in a row. My god, I always crit out Snorlax. I actually accounted for it for once. No, I can't blame crits for last time. I swear it happens more often than I would like to admit. Oh man. Oh wait! Oh my god, does the Aurora filter actually protect you from Shadow Sky? I was just about to say, I mean, getting knocked out by the chip damage, by the weather effect, kind of takes the wind out of my sails out, barely surviving the hit, but no, Congenerate stands. Speaking of Stan, it's you again. Surely Tauros can take one body slam. But with how much of a trouble this Tauros has been, I'm half tempted to use the Master Ball. He doesn't have any legendaries on his team, which is disappointing because that would be the perfect thing for this spare Master Ball I got from Mount Battle. That would be the perfect thing to use it on. Dang. Shade Ball's putting in the work. And Ellie putting in the work, trucking all the hits. Congenerate, like, taking the crit damage when it doesn't even matter. Good on you. Good on preserving your crits. For that exact moment. I act like anyone has any sort of control over that sort of thing. I don't get how Snorlax takes so much damage from a Drain Punch. Drain Punch isn't the most powerful move to exist. And I thought Snorlax was a pretty bulky Pokemon. Oh man, and I'm definitely not outspeeding. You know what? I'm definitely not outspeeding an Alakazam. Wait. Do I? I have to use it on. I should use it on something, and like, I can work around. I should save. I should save it for as a last resort, if only to see if I can. But man, I definitely feel the optimal play would be to Master Ball the Alakazam. You can say I told you so in the comments if this doesn't work out, but I've already tried this 3 times to have the most fun with it I possibly can. I want to see how far I can get without resorting to the Master Ball. See if I can make it to the last Pokemon at the very least. Right, Shadow Pokemon. Not gonna go for Psychic type moves. Didn't even matter because it didn't even attack Shroomish. Speaking of Shroomish, oh my god, I just realized. No. Oh my god. I'm so scared to actually bring Shroomish out here because I don't think I'm outspeeding Alakazam, but I won't let you hurt anyone anymore. Alakazam is coming home with me, even if it's in the Green Elf. One, two, three. How good are these Shade Balls? I'm starting to wonder if the Shade Balls makes things too easy. No, I can't. I went through the trouble of saving the resources to get all the way here. I can't beat myself up for using the things that I have, and I earned them by saving them for up to this point. Oh man, this blasting scary with so. Here. Gonna throw. This might backfire because it's asleep, but we're gonna throw this Shade Ball at the Tauros. Barely any chip damage. There's no way this is gonna work. I say that, but I keep talking myself into the fact that maybe that is asleep, that it will work. I mean, if the Shade Balls aren't going to be so effective... Because that Dragonite is the ticket to... It's the last thing to fight, last thing I can snag. But if I still have 2 Shade Balls, and this actually works, then why not just roll the Shade Ball? I don't know what I could use a Master Ball on. Okay, it's not a guaranteed catch. I have to put some effort into this battle. And that might just be my downfall. I may have gotten a little too big in the head. Again, I still have the Master Ball, but I still have Talon Swift. Not as much as I was hoping. I was gonna say, maybe this would be a good time to heal up Talon Swift and actually use my Focus Band, but nah. Not now. And one day, Talon Swift, you'll get to use your Focus Band. I just realized I probably could have gone for Dark Pulse, because I did actually outspeed. Oh. I can at least get Funland out here. Make some Betty Bye magic happen. Unless the Dragonite just one-shots everything going forward, but... Maybe I should just bite my tongue. Should be thankful that I just survived. And I want to go for Drain Punch and heal back up, but I'm too terrified after what happened with the frickin' Brulin, with the Snorlax. Okay, good, it's a loafing turn. Not great. And this Slacking is way too fast than it has any merit to be. Ah. Alright, who's getting knocked out? Swimmer speed, because... This is not great. I'm just getting knocked out before I can get back up. Yeah, I had such good momentum in the beginning, I didn't think I would actually need this, but... Gotta use the resources I have. One, a 2, a 3. One more to go. Just for the very careful act of chipping this thing down and not running into my past mistakes. You know, it's still asleep. We don't need to worry about reviving. If only I had, like, something that did not do any damage whatsoever. Just in case this doesn't work. But I'm putting my faith in the Shade Balls. They have yet to fail me. And... not all my fate, though. A 1, a 2, a 3. We did it. I did it. And we all can witness the fall of Grandmaster Greedville together, with no regrets. Salamence, Snorlax, Alakazam, Tauros, Slacking, and Dragonite were sent to the PC storage system. A full snag team. How? A mere child crushed my cherished plans? What? This can't be. Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up the Dark Isles with the child still on it. But the fact that our shadow Pokemon data, subnormals would be lost as well. Such things can be replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've ready a helicopter for our escape. We gotta leave now. You're right. Wait. Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed. A shame. Clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cypher's demise. Cypher must survive. That's our first duty. Yes, for Cypher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory's been destroyed. XD001 defeated. Nothing remains of Cypher. Silent. Cypher will live forever. If only this child hadn't. Please order the island to be blown up. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't belong this child. Stop! Let's put a stop to this. Father. Don't call him that. Call him Grandmaster. Father, you lost sight of what's important. You got carried away by this whole Grandmaster nonsense. It's impossible to take over the world by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. This child's pure heart won out XG001, along with that shady Master Ball he has. We were wrong. Silence, silence, silence! Show some spine, we've come so far! Cypher is finished. It is finished. You should know more of that than anyone. Oh. Now please, stand. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we've done. Oh, everything I did. Oh, it was a mistake. Thanks to your courage, we were able to awake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I look forward to it. And that is Pokemon XG, next gen. Wow, this has been quite the ride. Let me get my thoughts of the future out of the way first, and then I can talk more about the mod if we have the time. I'm sure it's not completely over. Cause, well, I'm not quite sure what's up for the future of the channel quite yet, and there's a good chance I'll be taking a break to some degree. Maybe more so a break on the schedule and just upload at my own pace, because I don't have a new project ready quite yet. What else do we have to endure? Wait, was that NPC behind our main character new? Yes. I should check to see the recording's good, especially with how long it's been, but yes. If nothing else, I'll just delete the files that I've already got backed up, just to assure we don't run out of space. Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. Well, that I alluded to before, I do want to cover a bit of the post-game, I just don't know how much I'm going to cover, and I feel confident I'm not going to cover everything the post-game has to offer. It's just, there's things in XD that I have not completed in the vanilla game. Okay, let's stop being around the bush. Aura Calcium. Aura Calcium's the one thing I've never done all the way in the original XD Gale of Darkness, so that's not happening here. But I've enjoyed this game, and I wouldn't mind playing more. So, we'll probably cover at least the very basis of the post-game. At least get all the Shadow Pokemon. That much I feel confident I'll finish. I'm just not sure if there's going to be a schedule to it all. I've been bouncing between a lot of other projects as of late, and I want to put a little more time into those. I still have an internal, nothing solid, but I really want to finish up my work with Golden Sun, Dawn, and Jin before the end of the year. And man, the first half of this year went by real fast. Dawn and Jin's coming along good though, so I haven't completely given up on the goal yet. It just would be nice to focus on it. I've also been trying to get into game development so I could work my way away from game modding altogether and actually start making games myself. I found this nice software called Gauntlet that's open source and feels just as nice as Game Maker did, if not better. Thing is, I just need to put more time to learning it. And so I already told myself I'm not going to start any projects with it, just do tutorials with Gauntlet, until I finish Dawn and Jin. So that puts even more fire under my butt to actually at least finish the first version of version 2. As for videos themselves, I do have another Pokemon game that I've been meaning to play for a long time, and it's a fan game / mod. That's all I'm going to say for now. It probably won't, I can't promise it will be the next thing I do. There are other games I want to play besides Pokemon, but it is something I want to play either on video or off. Besides that, just like a little bit, I might get back into streaming, no guarantees. But since I'm not going to start a new playthrough right away, it'd be very easy to transition that time into streaming and edit those VODs down to videos of themselves. Kind of like what I did with Lost Age Randomizer, but maybe even more intensive than that. We'll have to see how I feel. Anyways, we're back in the title screen, and I'm real worried about running out of space, so if there's anything I missed talking about, I'll cover it in the next Game and Chill. Or if I really want to, add it to the back of this video. But my god, this video is going to be so long as is, even with editing. I don't know where we're going to edit off. So, I've been Jackie K. Thank you all for tuning in. This edition of Pokemon XG Next Gen. I'm glad we finally reached the end today. I thought I was going to be putting it off for another week, to be perfectly honest. But it's here, it's done. We snagged all Greeble's Shadow Pokemon. And we have 106 Shadow Pokemon at this point. I'm kind of excited to see what's in store for us next. So, it may not be next week, but when that time comes, I hope to see you all then. Take care.